Greetings, my listeners. Hope you are doing well and taking care of yourselves. These are some challenging times, especially the lockdown due to Corona, and we have to make use of the resources that we have at hand. As a psychologist, I thought it is pertinent that I come out and speak to you about the effects, how we are dealing with the COVID situation, and what are the possible ways in which we can help ourselves. Let me share a story with you. It's a story of eminent Indian scholar Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, who was the founder of Banaras Hindu University. While he was raising funds for Banaras Hindu University, he had to go from pillar to post. He did not get it easy. Finally, he reached the Nizam of Hyderabad, as they say. Nizam was not very happy with him, and when he asked for the funds, they say Nizam of Hyderabad flung his shoe at Panditji. Panditji did not feel insulted. Rather, he quietly went and picked up his shoe and went out. He found a solution. Upon going out, he started auctioning Nizam's shoe, mentioning that this belonged to the royalty. When Nizam got to know about this, he was certainly not happy, and he bought the shoe back by paying a huge amount. And with that seed money, Banaras Hindu University, they say, was started. So what do we get out of this situation? Attitude, my friends. It's the attitude that matters. How you look at things. The same situation can evoke different kind of responses from different people. Same kind of situation might evoke different kinds of reactions from different people. So it is up to us with this Corona situation, with this lockdown situation, what best we can make out of it. You know what it has done to all of us? First thing, very visible, disturbed our routines, disturbed the way we had structured our day. It has become very unpredictable, and a lot of us feel very anxious because of that, because we do not know what time to get up or what time to, it seems like we have linear time and we try to fit in whatever we can in that time frame, not having it very structured. So of course, as I said earlier, it is giving anxiety to a lot of us. First thing, please understand that this situation is not going to stay with us forever. It is time bound, it will change. But what really is important is our attitude towards this situation. Validate yourselves, have compassion for yourselves. It is okay to feel let down by yourselves. It is okay to wake up some days and not have as much structure as you had when you were going out to work or when you were going out to attend your colleges or schools. So it is important that you have positive attitude, because if you don't have that attitude, it is going to evoke very negative reactions in you. One of the things that we can do to make our routines more predictable is set goals. A night before, look forward to the day and see what are the things that you can accomplish. Of course, it is not always possible to accomplish everything that we have jotted down, but there is a hope that you might. And once you have accomplished those goals at the end of the day, next day you will feel confident about yourself. So make goals, my friends. Set some goals for the day. And if you are not able to achieve all of them, don't beat yourselves about it. Have compassion for yourselves. Second very important thing, catastrophic thinking. By that I imply that in this given situation, people have started to blow things out of proportion in their own heads. Negative thinking. We are thinking the worst of the worst. Anytime somebody sneezes around or mentions that they are running a little fever, suddenly we jump to the conclusion that they might be suffering from this deadly virus. Can we please stop that? Because we are not sure if that really is the case. They might just be suffering from a common cold or any other situation that is put across us. We can blow it out of proportion, and we really have to stop that. You have to see what are you planting. If you have a plant of happiness in your house and you water it every day, you become happy. But if you have a plant in the house which is of self-doubt, which is of guilt, and you keep thinking about it, you keep watering it, what are you going to get in the end? More self-doubt, more negative thinking. So it is important that we stop blowing things out of proportion in our own heads and look towards the more positive, more realistic things. Another thing which I'm sure all of you can relate to is being distracted. Most of us are using our devices, our electronic gadgets. So you sit down to do some work, office work or school work, and suddenly you realize that there is a pop-up, a news feed, and from where you were, whatever you were doing at the time, you suddenly shift towards that new page that opens up. Huge distraction. I too suffer from almost squirrel attention. So jumping from one activity to the other, which is really not helpful. So my friends, what do we need to do? Be more focused. If you can, mute those feeds. Don't look into that post right away, because once you start doing that, it is going to distract you. Let me share a fact with you of eagles as birds. Do you know eagles have one of the longest lifespans in their species? But to live that long, it has to make some hard decisions. After almost 40 years, eagle's beak, talons and feathers try to weigh it down. And to be able to live long and to be able to fly again, it has to pluck its own beak, pluck its own talons and feathers, so that it becomes lighter and is able to fly again, live as much longer. Like eagles, sometimes we have to be reborn. Like eagles, sometimes we have to leave all that weighs us down, our negative thinking, all those things that don't let us grow, and we have huge potentials. Like eagles, we have to soar high. We have to fly at the highest that we can. So my dear friends, don't hesitate to make those changes. You have to fly. We have to fly together and take the best flights possible. We have to bring about some changes in our lives to be able to not just survive, but also live most efficiently in the best possible ways we can. It is certainly not going to be easy, but you know what? All of us are sailing in the same boat. All of us are facing almost same kind of challenges. Not very sure about what future holds for us. Not very sure when the lockdown is going to be lifted. Not very sure how it is going to look when we are out of our houses. But there is hope. Where there is hope, there is life. Plan for your future. With a positive attitude, with a healthy attitude, we will be able to go forward. Not just go forward, but all that we dreamt of, all that we ever wanted, we will be able to achieve it as well. So don't give up during this time. This is the time when you read. This is the time when you help yourself create that resource for yourself. Build yourself up, because that is what the demand of the time is. So to be most efficient, to be really happy in our lives, we need to change our perspectives. We need to change our attitude so that we can be the best selves we ever can be. You know what they say? Success often comes to those who dare and act. It seldom goes to the timid. And this is the situation which demands us to bring changes. Once the lockdown is lifted, that is what will help us achieve our goals. We at Punjabi University care about you and are available to you. At your service always. Thank you.